This not about driving. This about expanding my fleet. This about finding the truck that I need. And what I'm going to be doing now is doing a deep dive into all the trucks in the ATS world. That's right. That's what this is about. So right now, you see what I'm sitting in front of, right? The Kenworth, right? One of the most popular brands in ATS. That's where I'm sitting at right now. We're going to kick off American Truck Simulator Truck Inspector Series. That's right, a whole new series where I'm inspecting these trucks. I got to find out what truck I'm going to want to buy, what I'm going to put in my garage once I upgrade my garage, of course. I'm going to start with the Kenworth. I want to go through it and see if this is going to be the truck that I'm actually going to buy. Let's do this. Yeah. Now this is the Peterbilt right here that I'm sitting in front of. This is not the Kenworth. I didn't want to do the Kenworth. I wanted to do the Peterbilt. But I'm kind of tired of this one, right? It looks good. Again, we're not doing VR. This is ATS. This is regular. Alright, so let's go back. And then we go forward. And let's go right on in. Oh, the truck dealer is closed. So now I gotta go through this way. Now I gotta go through. I gotta go through this way and do my first review. What did I just go through? Here we go. Kenworth. Where's Kenworth at? We're gonna do Kenworth. I want y'all to check out these trucks. Tell me what you think. Now, I started out with one of these. Beautiful, nice, right? Each kind of truck has a different feel to it. See, this is the Kenworth T680 2014 day cab. They also have the regular Kenworth W900 day cab. Now, this is old school right here. This is back in the day. Now, this got some pulling power, but the problem with these trucks, they don't have maneuverability like these trucks do. These have more maneuverability than these, but these have more pulling power in most cases now, than those. These are sometimes better equipped to do normal deliveries and instead of these because of the maneuverability. Kenworth has 15 different kinds. This is the Kenworth T680 day cab. This is the 2014 version. This is a more up-to-date version. Notice the small snout. It's not as long. That means this is going to have a little bit more maneuverability than the other one. This one has a longer snout. This is the Kenworth T680 2014 mid-roof sleeper. Now we're getting into some real different stuff because this one can be customized, not with the mid-roof. And I'll go in and show you what I mean. This one has a 76-inch sleeper that it can be customized with. It also has a 52-inch sleeper that it could be customized with. Now, what is the difference? You're probably wondering. This one holds bigger, but the maneuverability gets cut short because it's longer. The longer it is, the maneuverability gets cut short. This one, maneuverability goes up. Look at that. With this truck, the problem is you do not have a lot of optimizations, a lot of things you can do with it. These are the only two. You can make it short or long. And this affects, again, the maneuverability. The longer the nose, the less maneuverability. You still have these options, your engine options, and you still have your transmission options, but it's not many. I always go with an 18 speed. I don't see nothing else. And as you can see on the other side, the optimizations are weird. It's hard to get a good read on it. See, maneuverability is golden. But you have limited heavy cargo, hill traversal, and uneven terrain, and normal cargo is almost non-existent. You can still do normal cargo because as long as you can pull cargo, you can pull a normal cargo, and you'll have the maneuverability to turn and do what you need to get out of those tight spaces. But you can't do the bigger jobs. The bigger jobs take more. You have to be able to pull more. So when you're buying your truck, if you're buying a Kenworth, you got to keep these things in mind. Now this one, see, now you saw what that one did in the limited customizations. Now let me show you this one. This is the 2014. See the difference? Mid-rise and high-rise sleeper. It's not the 52. It's not the 76. It's mid-rise and high-rise. So it's different. The snout a little bit longer. So maneuverability isn't that great. So now you got all these different options of chassis. Chassis are the things up under there. This part that's connected to the engine and the cab and all that. A long chassis. You got a 300-gallon, six times 2. See? Now that is good for when you're going up and down different areas and stuff. It changes. But you can't do heavy cargo with that. Your heavy cargo gets cut very limited. That wheel only comes down when you need it. So if I'm going through here and I'm customizing and I'm trying to figure out which one would be the best, first of all, you don't have to have this long chassis. You can go with the bigger one. I mean the shorter one, see? And then you may want to change this to add a little bit more. Now, either or, those are just aesthetics. These cabins are just aesthetics. Which one you like better? The shorter or the longer? This is where the meat and potatoes really come in at. See, you can customize all of these. So if I wanted to make a long driving stronger car, stronger truck, I would go here. But again, normal cargo almost gone. Heavy cargo right there. You got more maneuverability. This really helps, especially when you're going around tight turns, or especially when you're going when you're trying to drive in the small cities, small areas. This really helps. Now this truck is not bad. I would do this truck easily. I would buy this truck. The inside customization is the problem too, because if you're going to get a freight work, I can't stand this panel. It's old school to me. It's old school to me. And you can't change. You could change the lightness and the color, but I don't like how old that looks. Now, let's just say you went with a different one. Let's say you went with this one. 5276, but you know the chassis, you don't have much options. You know? But look at that dash. And this is smaller. See that? And I can almost live with that. But I'd rather have this big and this big. I'm big on digital displays. Give me a digital display. Don't give me a display where it looks like back in the 70s or 60s or something. I like a digital display, and that's what this will give. Now you can also add a chassis onto it if you want. You know, at the cost of some maneuverability. See how long that maneuverability was? And now when I added the chassis, look, it took those off. If I go back to here, I got more options. So if you notice, and this looks like a short one, if you notice, this is a good truck. This will be a good truck. As of right now, without any further tweaks, if I really wanted maneuverability, I could really max the maneuverability out if I wanted to. Of course, we're going to work with 18 speed. Now, this will be able to do normal cargo great, a little bit of heavy cargo great, maneuverability, and uneven terrain. Now, going up here, going down hills is going to be a problem for him. I mean, he could do it, but there's not much there. And again, we got the digital display on the inside. See the customization? You can do a lot more with it. But we can go even a step further and add some more customizations to it. Say if we wanted to put one of those on there, maybe you didn't like the camera, so you wanted the digital display camera. See that one? So those take the point of your taller mirrors, while this one is the mirror that shows your blind spot. So now if I was driving, I look at this, I'll look here, and if I want to see the blind spot, I'll go there. Now, am I mad at this truck? No. I like this truck. I really do. There's also a mirror that should come where it should be right in here. I don't know where it's at, but it was a mirror right there that showed the back of the trailers, which I thought was really cool. This is what I like. This is what I want. But again, this part fails for me. This part I don't like. It fails for me. So let's move on. Let's move on. Again, we got the different types of truck. The Kenworth T680 and the 2014 version. So they all are different. But this one, these kind, really take the cake. I personally don't like them. I don't like the way they look, what they stand for, none of that. But they're very easy to customize. Now, you can add the 86 and really make it stand out. I mean, look at that detail, Kenworth. Look at that all over everything. It's a lot of great detail. You got more options as far as chassis is concerned. So we just keep working it to see what we can work with. Again, I don't like the inside of these cars. There's a lot of dials and stuff to look at, and it's pretty when when your car's moving and you got all these dials showing everywhere. But I don't care for it. Now this one has its um, infotainment display way over here, and a little one right there. That is not my cup of tea. Now I do like the inside of this, and it comes with a couch, which I think that is really handy and cool. Oh, he really looked like he chilling. And then keep it on with figuring stuff out, because that's a bed up there. Look at that. We could change the seats. I probably would have went with something like that other one. And then you can just add a lot of customization to it. These are the old schools, but if you notice, your maneuverability almost is gone. They have no maneuverability. They're not made for that. They're made for pure power. So as we go back and we go up the food chain, see, this is a Kenworth T68 2015 mid-reach sleeper. And this is the Globetrotter edition. Now I really love this one right here, but it's horrible. It's hard. It looks good, and they probably, when they invented it, they made it for something that it is not intended for. Reminds me of that one Godzilla. The way he looked, it looks real good. Let me show you the specs on it though. So you got the 76 and the 52-inch cab. Look at this. It is definitely made for normal cargo. So if I wanted to customize this to try to get a little bit more bang out of it, I gotta come down with that. So if I put it there, and then, you know, I love my 8-speed, my 18 speeds. I love that. See how everything just jumped up. And the normal cargo isn't that low. It is not that low, considering. Yeah. I don't know which Kenworth, if I'm going to buy one. I don't know which one I would buy. But you get all of this. You get, you know what I'm saying? All right. So now we move on from there to the final big boy. Him. But not just only him. Oh yeah. Look at the detail of this though. That's what gets me. Look at the name right there, Kenworth. 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 I mean, it's everywhere on here. They let you know whose party this is. And I love it. Now, I'm going to show you. And this is going to be a shocker, but you got your 86 studio sleeper, 72 aerodynamic Aerodyne sleeper and 7240 flat roof sleeper. All those works though. They all work. But if you want your bang for your buck, look at this. Heavy cargo off the chain. Heels traverse off the chain. That's just starting off. No maneuverability, Ollie. It could do normal cargo, but not as well as it should be able to. Uneven terrain is high, which is good because I like the uneven terrain. Sometimes that a lot of that comes up. And looking on the inside, you can make it really nice. All right, and I see one that I like, that sunset. Look at the customization. I mean, you could customize this thing until you just blue in the face. So what I want to know is, my question is, which Kenworth will you buy? Which Kenworth do you want? Would you buy this? Leave a comment in the box down below under this video. You know, you never know. We might just end up getting this one. Who knows? Anyway, I am out. That's my video for the day. Remember, comment, rate, subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. But until then, I'm out. Have a good one. Keep watching my videos. So, I'm out, everybody. Peace.